Welcome back to the Caregiver Minute, where every weekday family and professional caregivers gather to refine their skills, gain inspiration, and prepare to serve. How well are you listening to the music that's all around you? Have you ever done the experiment where you close your eyes for 1 to 2 minutes and you just listen to every sound that you can possibly hear and try to identify what's generating those sounds? And all of a sudden you hear a fan that's been whirring in the background all along. You hear the sound of someone walking down the hall nearby. Maybe you hear the rhythmic punctuation of someone using a nail gun down the street to put a new roof on a building. There are all kinds of things that we tend to filter out, but they constitute the music of our lives. The birds chirping, the geese honking, all kinds of sounds from the natural world and man-made sounds. Now, our brains have the ability to filter out a whole lot so that we can stay focused in the moment. But when someone's living with dementia, they often can't filter out as much. And it's like someone turns up all the dials in life. And things that might not agitate us at all can be very irritating to them because it's difficult to drown out that noise and shut it off and keep it in the background where it needs to be. Not only is there music all around us in our world, but there's also music in the speech that we use. There's rhythm to speech. There's pitch levels. There's punctuation points. And I bring this up because so many people living with dementia respond better to music than to words. They hear punctuation points. They hear pitch levels. They understand it in a way that goes beyond what they can understand in words themselves. This happens because for most people with dementia, the left side of the brain tends to deteriorate faster than the right side. And the left side deals with language. The right side deals with rhythm and pitch levels and musical kinds of things. Very often, the people that we're serving are responding a lot more to the music of our words than the words themselves. They're processing the pitch level that goes upward that indicates, oh, he asked a question, instead of understanding the words themselves. And they might sit there and nod and say, really? Oh. And they might just be responding to the pauses in our speech and the punctuation points. They might recognize some of what we're saying and think that they're getting the message, but they're not processing the words very well. And if we're not conscious of that, there can be a real disconnect. So when it comes to people that we're serving that have this heightened awareness of musical kinds of things, there are a few key things that we can do to support them. Number one is to use music in what we do, actual music. I've sung a lot of people through a shower or through personal care because it's kept them dialed into something that they find enjoyable. If you can find out what songs they really enjoy and learn those songs and sing them with them, it's therapeutic. It's helpful. It gets through sometimes where other things don't. The second thing we should pay attention to is the fact that we might need to use fewer words and be conscious of their response to the music in our speech. Give them 7 words or less and a little bit of time to process, and use good nonverbal communication to help get through to them. Third, we should recognize that they might have a heightened awareness of sounds in the environment that you and I filter out, but to them, with the loss of ability to filter, it might be a constant source of irritation and frustration. Anything that we can do to keep the environment as calm and quiet as possible is often helpful for people. And if someone's getting agitated, one of the things that we can do as detectives to try to figure it out is to just close our eyes and really listen to the sounds that we're hearing. Is there something repetitive in the environment that just might be irritating the other person? Well, I hope these ideas are helpful to you and the people that you serve, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for another episode of the Caregiver Minute.